Hello and welcome to Dateline Lagos on Channels Television. I'm Ayotunde Balogun. On the program, Governor Sanwo-Olu commissions network of roads in Ikoyi, commissions Yaba bus terminal, and Ferry gets 7 new boats. The Lagos state government is gradually changing the face of the entire city with the reconstruction of roads. This time, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu commissioned 4 road networks on the Ikoyi axis. Let's take a look.
Ikoyi, Lagos is considered as one of the highbrow areas in the state because of its economic importance as a real estate hub. Over the years, the area has been prone to flooding. Fortunately for residents, help has come as the state government has upgraded and rehabilitated Thompson Avenue, Milverton Road, MacDonald and Lateef Jakonde Road to ensure seamless vehicular movement within these neighborhoods. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu is taking the bull by the horn to improve road infrastructure across the state, and he's here to commission the network of roads. The State Special Advisor on Works and Infrastructure provides information on the project.
We are commissioning this 4 strategic network of roads, namely Thompson Avenue, Milverton Road, MacDonald, Lateef Jakonde Road, all in Ikoyi local government area. Ikoyi, as you well know, is the strategic property capital of Lagos and should not be left behind in Sanwo-Olu's administration's urban regeneration effort and to develop a robust infrastructure portfolio across the length and breadth of the state. This summer commissioning is therefore in line with the administration's resolve to regenerate and connect more communities with sustainable roads in tandem with the team's agenda. In February 2020, Mr. Governor graciously approved the rehabilitation and upgrade of these 4 roads, which are very strategic because of their high bearing traffic capacity volumes, and in total, they have a combined length of 3,747 meters. Before commencement of rehabilitation works, these roads were in very deplorable states because of the failure of the drainage system. They were riddled with potholes and always flooded, thereby impeding free flow of traffic. The resultant stress on residents can only therefore be imagined. Works commenced simultaneously on the roads in July 2020, and as a ministry, we kept faith with 11 months stipulated completion period. The scope of works carried out on these roads includes, but is not limited to, the following: site clearance, scarification of existing pavement surfaces, right-of-way delivery, relocation of services, earthworks, provision of service ducts, construction of drains with covered slabs to serve as walkway, provision of cross-stone base course, provision of 8 cm interlocking stone of 45 MPa strength, provision of street lights with power generating sets on low emission diode bulbs, replacement of trees and lawns. Ladies and gentlemen, these roads, as you can see, are completed and readily connect the sprawling estates around the axis.
Governor Sanwo-Olu says his major priority is to address traffic management and transportation, and so he announces that 3 more roads will get attention in Ikoyi.
We promise under our economic agenda, the team's agenda, the first pillar there is transportation and traffic management. And there's no way you can solve transportation, there's no way you can reduce traffic or journey time if they do not have walking and motorable roads where we can reduce journey time, where people can have a better experience within a neighborhood. And so that's why in the first rehabilitation we're doing in Ikoyi, we've chosen the famous Thompson Avenue, MacDonald Road, Lateef Jakonde Road, and, of course, the very, very troublesome Milverton Road. Messrs. Julius Baja, please, from tomorrow, roll out your new caterpillars, roll out your graders, roll out your men, and ensure that we start reconstruction on Cooper Road, which is also called Ferry. I can see that the excitement is coming right round. We're also asking you to move to McPherson Road, which is a very, very, very difficult terrain because of the various drainage challenges that we have on McPherson Road. You will also move to Queen's Drive to ensure that these 3 critical roads, if you can also deliver within the next 12 months for us, we will be happy with you.
And residents are grateful for this intervention.
urban regeneration of Ikoyi, Victoria Island, had been something we've put in the budget. But it took Mr. Governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, who is very humane, very empathetic, to ensure that in 2020, this project commenced. I think we deserve to give him a big round of applause. It's one thing to have items in the budget. It's another thing to get it done. And I see that he's committed to the regeneration of Ikoyi, Obalende, Victoria Island, which is also part of my constituency, part of it, and even some other GRAs that we have. Ikeja is also there. So he's taking the bull by the horn.
What you have done for us in Ikoyi, it shall be permanent. Amen. And not only are we happy with you, as Honorable Ishao said, we will look after what you have provided for us in Ikoyi.
The rehabilitation of Thompson Avenue, Milverton Road, MacDonald Road and Lateef Jakonde Road is expected to reduce traffic congestion and enhance safety and security along the corridor.
A new transportation infrastructure has also been delivered in Yaba, and Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu says the bus terminal will boost the public transportation services in Lagos.
Yaba is a suburb located on Lagos mainland. It's described as Nigeria's Silicon Valley, home to many academic institutions, as well as Tejosho Market, one of the busiest markets on the mainland. The old Tejosho Market was demolished in 2008 following a fire incident and gave way to a modern shopping complex in 2014, undertaken as part of the Lagos Megacity project and transformed into a major shopping centre for Lagosians. The area has now been remodelled by the state government with the provision of an ultra-modern infrastructure that will meet the transportation needs of the people in Lagos. And Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu and his team are here to open up the station, which will aid better connectivity.
The construction of this bus terminal was conceived as part of the bus reform initiative of the Lagos State Government. The Yaba bus terminal is one of the projects Mr. Governor has shown commitment and prioritized for completion. The Yaba bus terminal is one of the most modern of all of our bus termini in terms of design and physical attractiveness. The white Teflon that you see covering us is a waterproof fabric that gives the terminal a unique look and would complement our Lagos Rail Mass Transit, the LRMT Red Line rail infrastructure, which is just over the, it's just a few 100 yards away from here. This bus terminal has loading and offloading bay for up to 15 midi and 4 high-capacity buses per loading time, stabling for up to 20 high-capacity buses. There are public conveniences within. It has a generator house with 200 kVA generator and a 500 kVA generator to ensure that we're lit all the time. A muster point in case of emergencies, pedestrian walkway that will ensure that our passengers are separate or separated from our bus operations. Buses from this terminal shall run the following routes: Yaba to Lawansin to Itire Ijesha and Sele, Yaba Iyano Ikpaja, Yaba to Berga, Unilag to Yaba, Ikeja to Yaba and to Ingbo.
This project is geared towards the provision of a safe and quality public transport infrastructure that is comfortable and reliable. The bus reform initiative is designed to reorganize bus operation in the bus transport sector in the state for effectiveness and efficiency. Other terminals at Ifako-Ijaye, Ojota, and Aja are at different stages of completion, but we are optimistic that they will be completed before the end of this year. Mr. Governor, Mr. Deputy Governor, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Let me assure you that we are primed to do more for the state by providing a world-class, multimodal, integrated transport system for the people in order to meet their daily commute needs.
The Yaba bus terminal is one of the latest bus stations under the Transportation Reform Initiative of the Sanwo-Olu administration and will be integrated into the state's Red Line project.
Thank you. This place, we growing up, we used to have down there bus number 47, bus number 52, bus number 13. And each day you are going to Surulere, you are going to Adirungsoya, you are going to Lawansin, you are going to Itire, you are going to Joelegba. It's the bus number that will depict, which one you will be earning or you may be joining back then. This certainly was all over 40 years ago, 45 years ago. And so it is indeed a great honor and a very rare privilege that for some of us that have lived in Surulere and Yaba and its environs to see what we're turning the famous Yaba bus terminal, what is being turned to today. Our vision to provide an integrated and internodal public transportation system for our great city, which will give our people a transportation choice and easy connectivity. The vision is clearly encapsulated under our team's agenda, where transportation and effective traffic management is the first and the number one pillar under the team's agenda. Any visitor, therefore, to Yaba will confirm the huge changes that has occurred in this particular location. This bus terminal has become necessary for the daily commute of our teeming population, and the government is proud to have facilitated and ensure the completion of this project. Yaba evokes a lot of memories, and I certainly have one. It's a major commercial, transportation, and entertainment hub. Commercial, market, everything moves around Yaba. And here at Yaba, we will have the bus terminal that will be integrated with our Red Line Yaba train station. So there's going to be an overpass, a vehicular overpass that will carry traffic, in and out of this neighborhood. The blue line and the red line that we keep talking about, it's part of our 6 rail and monorail under our strategic master plan. And I'm sure, working assiduously, within the next 2 years, we should be able to hand over both the red line and the blue line. This is our commitment, and we'll work assiduously to ensure that we meet those targets.
I can't have you enough. I want to be seeing you all the time.
A community leader shares his thoughts on the transformation.
I'm thanking you for bringing back the analog Yaba bus stop of those days. You are giving us a new edifice. As we all know, that Yaba is the Silicon Valley of Nigeria. So, Mr. Governor, I'm thanking you for giving us a digital, iconic, befitting bus stop. May the Lord God continue to strengthen you and your team.
Father, Son, thank you.
Traffic management and transportation is one of the major pillars of this administration, and the Lagos State government says it will leave no stone unturned to ensure that the sector is well structured for the benefit of the people.
Dear Lagosians, the second wave of the deadly coronavirus pandemic is here. Its new strain is easily transmitted and deadlier. Coronavirus symptoms are fever, dry cough, tiredness, difficulty in breathing. We can all prevent the spread of this virus through appropriate and regular use of face masks, avoiding close contact with people who are at high risk, washing our hands regularly with soap and running water, especially after visiting the toilet, before eating, and after coughing or sneezing, using alcohol-based hand sanitizer, maintaining at least 1.5 meters or 5 feet distance from anyone coughing or sneezing, covering our mouths with tissue while coughing or sneezing, and brushing the tissue. If you feel unwell and show symptoms of coronavirus, or you notice anyone who does, please call the Lagos State Emergency Hotlines 08000 ECOMED or 0803 3356 5529. Many are dead. Don't fall victim or die in ignorance. Report now. Together, we will overcome this challenge. Igbega Ipinle Eko, Ajumosheni, Lagos State Government. Announcer.
From roads to water transportation, this time, the Lagos State Government launches 7 new capacity boats to help boost transportation on the waterways for the people. Let's find out how it all panned out.
Water transportation is one of the means of commuting in Lagos State. It has also proven to be one of the fastest means for people of Ikorodu, Apapa, and other riverine areas to commute within the state. In reducing the road congestion, a year ago, the administration of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu rolled out 8 new locally made boats to enhance water transportation.
The narrative of water transportation in Lagos is set to change as we are set to take full advantage of the water bodies that the Almighty God has given us, to decongest our roads and to substantially reduce our traffic time and the journey time on the road. And of course, to promote a healthy environment through the reduction of carbon emission. I think that's one major component that the transportation, especially the water transportation system, is going to be affording us. Let me also emphasize that these boats were constructed here by our local builders, and they come with state-of-the-art technology that we can find anywhere in the world. I think for me, that is also a major plus for us.
The state government is again employing the same strategy by commissioning 7 high-capacity passenger boats and also launching the Cowrie card. The managing director of the Ferry tells us the success story of their services.
The total seating capacity of the 19 passenger boats currently stands at 710. Mr. Governor's commitment and promise to continue to patronize local manufacturers of boats ensure the construction of these 7 new boats by local boat builders, which were supplied to us by Mr. Slimburg Nigeria Limited. All the boats are built to international standard and equipped with modern gadgets like Wi-Fi, GPS, Echo Sander, VHF radio, USB charging port, 13-amp socket, TV and radio, toolbox, first aid box, and fire extinguishers, and of course, including life jackets. After 317 days of operation, we have commuted over 524,000 passengers through the waterways of Lagos State, with an increasing daily average passengers over 1,500. To date, sir, ma, we have successfully moved over 41,000 trucks from our terminal. Over 2,308 clear goods have transited through our terminal, and over 941 containers have been loaded back to the port through our terminal. We have also been able to create 284 employment directly and indirectly. And of course, these have generated taxes to the coffers of Lagos State.
The team in charge of the transportation sector also speaks about the initiative of government to provide intermodal movement options.
With the addition of these 7 new boats, Ferry now has 21 operational boats in its fleet to commute Lagosians from 16 approved existing routes in collaboration with the existing operators who have about 300 boats. So Ferry is complementing the private sector, and the idea is that we work hand in hand to ensure that we can move the mass number of peoples that we have in Lagos. The state government, through the Ministry of Transportation, is at the vanguard of entrenching a multimodal integrated transport system that is readily available for ease of commuting around Lagos for business and especially for pleasure. The development of a robust water transport to integrate with other modes of transport is germane in the realization of our multimodal transport system to move 22 million people across Lagos.
Indeed, for us, it is a milestone moment. It is a position that completely underscores our vision of an integrated transportation system. The use of an e-ticketing system is definitely an ingredient to facilitate the integrated transportation system, which is the vision of this current administration. Cities in developed and developing cities have embraced the automated fare collection system, the AFC system, to collect public transportation fares because of its wide range of benefits, not just to government, but to operating companies as well as commuters. For us, the start of this on the Waterways is a sure affirmation of the commitment of the state for an integrated intermodal transportation system. So now, even on the Waterways, we will eradicate all of the issues of I don't have change and there is an issue with giving commuters change for their travel fare. What we expect every Lagosian to do is to own a Cowrie card. The vision is that this is the way we will all pay for our public transportation. So for the buses and the water transportation and our boats, this is what we will now use. Let us also imagine what will happen when our rail systems come on board. Last quarter of 2022, we are aware that those rail transportation systems will move nothing less, both of them, the blue and the red, up to 1.5 million passengers a day. What that will do for transportation in Lagos will be amazing.
Of the new boats and the Cowrie cards.
And the Deputy Governor assures the people of continuous development of modern waterways infrastructure.
The procurement of these new high-capacity boats is in fulfillment of our promise to double the number of boats in the fleet of Ferry within the shortest time and increase its capacity to daily transport and to move more Lagosians to reduce traffic congestion on our roads. We are also launching, as shown us by the MD of Lamata, the Cowrie card for water transportation. This is to create a seamless payment scheme for our multimodal transportation system, which I'm happy to note is gradually taking shape as we have commenced the integration of our future rail lines, bus terminals, and our waterways. The impressive performance of Ferry in the last 1 year is an indication of the growing confidence of our people in water transportation. It also justifies our decision to procure additional boats to enhance Ferry's operation and capacity to meet the transportation demand of our teeming passengers. As we empower Ferry for efficient ferry services and provide an enabling environment for the continuous growth of water transportation, we must remember that it takes concerted efforts to strengthen our waterways infrastructure. I therefore urge the organized private sector to invest in water transportation as the economic potential is limitless. Our administration will continue to prioritize absolute safety on our waterways by ensuring total compliance with safety protocols and regulations, including regular use of life jackets by both operators and passengers, conducting seaworthiness inspection biannually, and removing wrecks from navigable channels. As part of our safety routine, we remain committed to developing modern waterways transportation infrastructure, that is jetty, terminals, continuous insurance and review of operational and safety guidelines, as well as constant monitoring and enforcement of patrol of the inland waterways.
Safety is a major concern for commuters, and the Waterways regulatory body says there is nothing to worry about.
This introduction of this cowrie card is going to be significant for us on the waterways because it will greatly create convenience and comfortability for all the users of this card while attracting a new set of users to the waterways who have been concerned about safety and affordability of the waterways. So right here at Falomo is a benchmark for what we intend our infrastructure to be. Not only will it have intermodal connectivity with the road through the buses, we also currently have here the first fuel dump here, which is fully efficient and where the boats can fuel their boats from. We also have a restaurant where people will get to eat their food also. And also we have LASRA. So while you're walking in, you're also able to register as a resident in Lagos State as well.
National Inland Waterways Authority is proud to be part of this growth. Lagos Ferry is one of the best operators we have on our waterways. Now I want to use this medium to plead to the governor to invest more on cargo movement too. Yes, ferries are here to move people, but if you move cargoes too, it will help to ease traffic on our roads, especially the use of self-propelled barges. The barges that are being used in Lagos today are outdated. They are no more in fashion anywhere in the world. They need self-propelled barges that will move goods from Apapa to Ikoyi without this feasibility problem.
Then the deputy governor takes a ride on the ferry. Water transportation is one of the intermodal transportation tripods of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's administration, which he says is currently building and renovating 15 new jetties across the coastal lines of the state to open up more routes.
And as always, that's the program for this week. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Ayotunde Balogun. Until we come your way again next time, please stay safe.